Everyone, welcome back to another Taekook one shot. Dance POV came mentioned last night. Guys, Taehyung is coming. Namjoon, the eldest son of Kim Chang-woo, announced with a proud smile. His husband Jin and their parents looked at him with anticipation. The whole family was gathered, waiting for Taehyung's arrival. As soon as Taehyung stepped into the mansion, he noticed the unusual warmth in their smile. It was almost midnight, yet his family was still awake. He raised an eyebrow in confusion, thinking, why is everyone looking so happy seeing me? And woke. His father stood up from the couch and walked towards him with a proud expression. Changwook, how about you have your dinner first? Before Theon could protest, his father gently pulled him towards the dining room table, sitting between his fathers and Namjoon. Theon scanned the faces of his family. His brother-in-law Jin sat in front of him, feeding their son Moni, who was lost in his iPad game. Taehyung, now tell me, why is everyone still awake? Changwook exchanged a glance with Namjoon before speaking. Changwook, there came a marriage proposal for you. Taehyung paused, his spoon midway to his mouth. He blinked. Taehyung, marriage proposal? Namjoon nodded and placed a reassuring hand on his brother's shoulder. Namjoon, Taehyung, I know you love your work. That's why you never dated anyone, but it's time for you to understand what it means to have your own family. Taehyung, I already know what family means. He thought, smiling at his young, but Changwook wasn't done. Changwook, it's time for you to know what being a husband feels like. Taehyung pursed his lips. Changwook, Hoseok suggested the match. The boy's name is Jungkook. He is still Changwook, here is the picture. Think about it. If you agree, we will go meet them. He lives in Busan. Taehyung stared at the envelope when he finally pulled out the picture. His heart escaped a beat. Meeting Jungkook Busan for the first time in his life, Taehyung was nervous. He sat in the car with his father and Young, his hands slightly trembling for days. His mind had been filled with one thought, Jungkook, Namjoon. We are here. Taehyung up, looking at the house. Standing outside was a man with Yoongi. Hello, Mr. Kim. He bowed politely. The Kims greeted him back before stepping inside. Jungkook, Taehyung sat beside Namjoon in the living room. Yoongi, Jungkook, he called out, his younger brother who had just returned from college. Jungkook already knew about the marriage proposal thanks to Hyung's endless teasing as Jungkook walked in and bowed politely. Jin couldn't help but go at him. Taehyung, on the other hand, forgot to blink. Jungkook was handsome. Meanwhile, Yoongi and Changwook discussed family matters, and Jungkook found himself talking to Jin, who was naturally warm and friendly, but he was just staring dreamily, even almost knocking over a vase. Thankfully, nobody noticed he has fallen in love with. Thank you, smile, Jin. Come on now, let the boys talk too. Everyone agreed. Yoongi, Cookie, take them to your room. Jungkook glanced at his brother. Yoongi had always been overprotective to him, making sure he was. Jungkook stood up. Jungkook this way. Taehyung followed him to his room. Jungkook's room. As soon as Taehyung entered, he looked around, admiring their coziness. Taehyung, your room is really beautiful. Jungkook smiled slightly. Jungkook, thank you. A comfortable silence filled the space. Taehyung kept looking around, a red plus on his face, while Jungkook kept looking at Taehyung, unsure of what to say. Finally, Taehyung spoke. Taehyung, I have always loved my work. Jungkook looked away. Taehyung, that's the reason I never dated anyone, but I did have a crush on someone back in high school. Jungkook looked again at the careful. Taehyung exhaled softly. Taehyung, there is nothing special about me. I'm just like any other man around you. He met Jungkook's eyes and Jungkook cut his words. Jungkook, I can promise you that I will love you if you say yes. Taehyung's breath hinges. His heart pounded against his chest as he stared at Jungkook. They just realized what love at first sight feels like. The families gathered again in the living room. The families gathered again in the living room. Hosea, congratulations, ma'am. Man, Taehyung said yes. Jungkook looked at Taehyung, who smiled at him with blushing cheeks. Jungkook's own smile widened. Yoongi whispering teeth inside. Then Jungkook pouted. His smile disappeared. Jungkook saw wedding after 6 months. Yoongi nodded. Jungkook pouted harder. Jungkook whispering to Yoongi. Engagement after 1 week and wedding after. Shut up, Jungkook turned to look at Taehyung, who quickly looked away. A small, amused smile crept up onto Jungkook's lips. Jungkook called a little Moni and handed him a small note. Jungkook whispering, give this to your my soon-to-be husband, and also before he could finish, Moni ran off. Taehyung kneeling to meet Moni's height. Smile as the child tugged his shirt. Taehyung, what is it, Moni? Moni handed him the note before planting a quick kiss on Taehyung's cheek and running away. Taehyung glanced open the note. Inside was a single phone number. They lifted his gaze. Jungkook was already looking at him. Both of them couldn't wait for their wedding. The love in their eyes spoke louder than words. No one's POV after the engagement. The preparation for the wedding began in full swing. The Kim and Min families were busy with the arrangements, but the two grooms to be. Jungkook had only one mission, teaching Taehyung as much as possible. Taehyung stood in front of the mirror dressed in an elegant handbook for one of the traditional ceremonies. He admired the embroidery when he suddenly felt warm breath on his neck. Jungkook whispering, You look too pretty, Hyung. Taehyung froze, eyes widening. Taehyung, Jungkook stepped back, but Jungkook's mark hands slipping around Taehyung's face. Jungkook, why don't like it when I stand this close? Taehyung's face turned crimson. Taehyung stammering, I need Jungkook parting, but I also need to check my groom to be. You are so cute when you blush. Taehyung tried to glare at him, only to realize just how close they were. Their noses almost touched. Taehyung, you behave. Yeah, behave. But Jungkook only glanced, tucking a toes strand of hair behind Taehyung's ear. Jungkook, I am behaving for now. And then he winked. Taehyung's knees nearly gave up. Taehyung was busy finalizing flower arrangements when Jungkook, wearing a Massachusetts green, suddenly wrapped his arm around Taehyung from behind. Jungkook, baby, I'm bored. Taehyung stiffened. Taehyung, Jungkook, everyone is watching. Jungkook brushed his face in Taehyung's shoulder, voice playful. Jungkook, so let me know. I love my fiance. Let them know and love my fiance. Taehyung blushed harder. Namjoon is mocking. Jungkook, let my brother breathe. Jungkook groaned but loosened his grip. Jungkook, fine, but only because you are scary, Hyung. Taehyung took a deep Young sat in the room staring at the wedding attire laid out for him. His heart was racing. Tomorrow he would become Jeon Taehyung. His phone buzzed. Jungkook. Hyung, are you nervous? Taehyung smiled. Taehyung a little. You? Jungkook, more than nervous. I want to see you already. Taehyung bit his lips, warmth spread in his chest. Taehyung sleep. Cook. Tomorrow is a big day, Jungkook. I can't sleep. Can I sneak into your room? Taehyung, Jungkook. Okay, I will behave for now. Taehyung shook his head hard. Jungkook's POV. Jungkook adjusted his cufflinks, his heart pounding. He had been waiting for the moment for months, and now it was finally happening. Turned to Yoongi, who smiled. Yoongi, you look like you about to run to Taehyung right now. Jungkook grinning. Young, if they make me wait any longer, I really would. Yoongi rolled his eyes. Yoongi, calm down, lover boy. But calming down was impossible because today Taehyung was becoming his. Taehyung's POV. Taehyung stood in front of the mirror, fingers trembling as he adjusted his wedding attire. His clenched cheeks were already flushed, and his heart wouldn't stop racing. Jungkook, Namjoon, they breathed. Taehyung looked at his brother with wide eyes. Taehyung, Young, what if I messed up? What if I tripped? What if Namjoon clenched, pulling him into a hug? Namjoon, you will be fine. Jungkook wouldn't care about anything except that. Walking towards him, Taehyung swelled nervously, and then the doors opened. Taehyung stepped forward, his eyes locked with Jungkook's. Jungkook stood at the altar, looking breathtakingly handsome in his suit. But what made Taehyung's breathing change was the way Jungkook looking at him like he was the most precious thing in the world. Jungkook's lips curled into a soft, heart-melting smile. Taehyung lowered his gaze, his face hitting up Jungkook softly to Yoongi. He is so cute, Yoongi smiled. Yoongi, focus, lover boy. Taehyung finally reached Jungkook. Jungkook reached out, gently taking Taehyung's hand in his, and Jungkook's voice steady. Kim Taehyung, from the moment I met you, I knew you were special. You were the missing piece in my life. I promise to love you, cherish you, and stand by you always. Taehyung felt tears breaking his eyes. He took a shaky breath. Taehyung softly, Jungkook, you were unexpected, but you become very greatest blessing. I promise to love you in this life and every life after. Jungkook's finger squeezed Taehyung's, gently pressed to you. Jungkook, take Kim Taehyung. Please do you, Kim Taehyung, take Jungkook as your husband. Taehyung made Jungkook's warm and wearing gaze. Taehyung blushing, but sure, I do. Priest, you may kiss the groom. Jungkook smiled. Jungkook whispering finally. Before Taehyung could react, Jungkook carved his face and pressed their lips together. The guests erupted into cheers, but all Taehyung could feel was Jungkook, his warmth, his love, and his everything. Taehyung melted into the kiss, hands gripping Jungkook's arm as his heart pounded wildly. When they finally pulled apart, Taehyung was completely red. Jungkook leaned in again, whispering against his lips. Jungkook grinning. I can't wait to get you alone, Hans. To the grand wedding, Taehyung and Jungkook were ready to leave for their honeymoon. However, their so-called loving friends and family weren't planning to let them go quietly. The couple stood at the airport, surrounded by their friends Jimin, Hoseok, Jin, Namjoon, and Yoongi. Jimin grinning. Taehyung, Are you ready for your first night? Taehyung was already nervous about spending the night alone with Jungkook. Joked on air. Taehyung extremely. What kind of question is this, Jimin? Like is mocking, we are just saying. Jungkook looks way too excited. Taehyung turned to Jungkook, who was standing beside his own friends. Taehyung, Mikyuk, and Jungkook, who were just as bad as Taehyung's. Mikyuk nudging Jungkook, you better not let us down. Jungkook, Jaehyung, Jaehyung, you have been waiting for this moment for months. Don't hold back. Jungkook smirked, throwing an arm around Taehyung's shoulder. Jungkook, don't worry, guys. I will take very good care of my husband. Taehyung turned betrayed. Taehyung hitting Jungkook's chest. Stop talking like this in front of everyone. Everyone laughed while Taehyung tried to hide his face in embarrassment. Young beat pain. Jungkook whispering in Taehyung's ear, you're so cute when you are shy, baby. Taehyung gulped, feeling his heart race. This was going to be long honeymoon. Their honeymoon destination was beautiful private resort, and their suite was breathtaking. The ocean view and the king-size bed, the romantic setting. It was perfect, too perfect, which only made Taehyung more nervous. As soon as they entered the suite, Taehyung walked straight to the balcony, pretending to admire the view. Jungkook, on the other hand, locked the door behind them and leaned against it, smirking. Jungkook, you have been avoiding eye contact with me ever since. Taehyung cleared his throat. No, I haven't. Jungkook clenched, walking up behind him and wrapped his arm around Taehyung's waist. Jungkook whispering, are you nervous? Taehyung swelled hard. Of course he was nervous. They were alone in their honeymoon suite. His husband, he knew what usually happened on honeymoons, and Jungkook's teasing was not helping. Taehyung muttering a little. Jungkook turned Taehyung around, making him face him. Jungkook softly, you don't have to be nervous, baby. Taehyung bit his lips, looking down. Taehyung, I don't have experience like this, like you. Jungkook's mark disappeared, and he gently cupped Taehyung's shoes. JK, look at me. You know I am unexperienced too, but Taehyung hesitated, lifting his gaze. Jungkook, this isn't about experience. It's about us. We will take it slow, okay? Taehyung nodded, feeling warmth separate through his chest as Jungkook's reassuring was. Jungkook grinning again, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't kiss you senselessly tonight. Jungkook clenching, not a chance, my dear husband. Taehyung hid his face in Jungkook's shoulder, his eyes burning. Jungkook gently placed him on the bed, hovering over him with a playful smile. Jungkook teasing, you have no idea how long I have waited to have you all for myself. Taehyung looked up at Jungkook's darkened eyes, his heart pounding, and then Jungkook leaned down, capturing his lips in a deep, slow kiss. Taehyung melted fingers, gripping Jungkook's shirt as he shyly kissed back. Their first night together was filled with whispers, soft laughter, and stolen kisses. Jungkook kept his promise. He was patient, gentle, and endlessly loving. And as Taehyung drifted off to sleep in Jungkook's arms, he realized there was nothing to be nervous about because he was exactly where he was meant to be, with Jungkook forever. Everyone who watched this story commented down. Also, I read something unusual in the last scene of the story, so that is why I have to blur it out. Hope you will enjoy it. Comment it down. How was it? See you again in the next Taekook oneshot or story. Till then, take care. Say bye. Love you. Bye.